All right, what do you got going on here?
Are you done texting over in the corner?
Yeah, I was texting.
I don't know what you're doing in that corner, but
I was just texting.
yeah, sure. You back there with Fred again?
Fred's not even here.
Are those S&S push rods quality? Good quality?
Yeah, see,
They're good quality, but I hate the way they make them. They
Really?
suck.
And they're big money?
I wish you'd learn how to make a push rod correctly.
so on this bike we did the what is it? The hydraulic conversion, S&S conversion set kit.
These push rods suck because they use a flat nut that you can only torque about twice before you round them off, because you have to torque them so stinking tight to stay tight. Now the real push rods have a tapered countersink in the nut, and the nut is a split with a taper, so when you tighten it up, it jams in solid because it crushes the nut and then it goes into a taper, so it double holds it. So you don't have to torque it quite as much as these stupid flat ones are that unscrew. And of course they give you a real thin nut, so you can't put a wrench on it, really torque it like this other one's pretty big. This one usually doesn't strip. This one strips all the time. So like, so literally about 2 adjustments, they're done. And of course, you have to special order the nut separate because there's no number for it. You have to tell them, hey, I want the nut to go in your push rod. They make it like I'm the only one that ever asked for one.
Because you probably are the only one that ever asked.
Probably because nobody else gives a shit. Anyway, here's your cover. There's your other cover. Here's your spring. Make sure you have your washer. Which way you want your washer to
go? The machine side faced up.
Why?
I don't know. I just fully guessed on that.
There you go. Because I put the bigger blunt surface with the spring, figuring the spring's probably going to move around more. Whereas the O-ring is round, it's only going to hit on the inside anyway, it ain't going to hit on the outside of that thing. And when this goes up here and squeezes it, makes it smaller, not bigger. See, this has a tapered, remember we just talked about that nut? So it takes that O-ring and squeezes it into this, so it doesn't take as much pressure to make it seal. And you got to make sure that goes up there evenly and doesn't bind up. So that way you don't have to have these things crushed all the way down like that to seal. They only need about like maybe that much tension there around there.
Wow.
So
that was some good information there.
Harley engineers lucked out on doing it right. S&S needs help.
But everyone's a target, even S&S.
I actually said Harley made something right. That's pretty hard to do. And then they put O-rings on here. But remember that we talked about those O-rings that were made wrong?
Yeah.
These are the correct ones. See, they fit tightly there. And they fit tightly in here, unlike those other ones that we used.
Tightly.
And see, these are not very tight because these are aftermarket boxes. They don't squeeze very much. Just enough to hold them. And these are the Sportster ones, which are made out of silicone rubber, versus Big Twin ones, which are made out of crappy rubber. That's why these cost more. You probably want the cheap ones though, didn't you?
No.
Good, because I already got these out.
Yeah. I'm already self-conscious of my stud over there.
Should be, because it's loose.
Sweet.
I had to get it all screwed up. You scratch that all up. That's when you're rubbing that head across, wasn't it?
Sure.
It wasn't me. I've been plastic this whole time.
Maybe.
Is that where Mario, or not Mario, that's where Walker threw it across and scrape for you?
Probably.
That's what I figured. Hey, where's your gaskets?
The box of them.
Box of them.
Right there.
Like right here?
Got them.
That's a bag.
And those are the good gaskets too. You told me about. You said you.
Well, they're not the best ones, but they're good.
Of course, they're not the. Leave it to me now to get the best gaskets.
The MLS is the best ones right now made. These are the second best ones, which are the. They got the fire ring built into it here, which gives you a little extra squeeze. So, the red silicone's for people who know what the hell they're looking at.
And there's a top and a bottom.
Doesn't do anything. No. Now, there's a correct way to put it down. Oil hole goes over oil hole.
Gotcha.
Oh.
That wouldn't be fun.
See, I lucked out on both the first time I got the whole pattern right. Because if you had on there like that, it doesn't work very well.
Oh.
But you could index them wrong and block the oil port, could you not? If you weren't watching?
If they're upside down, you could probably do it. This way, the pattern works one way.
No, but I mean if you turn it to the next bolt, the next hole.
If it was upside down, it would index wrong.
Okay.
If you had it right, these holes aren't symmetrical.
Okay.
They're
I
spaced
gotcha.
unevenly. Painted gaskets are symmetrical, I think, or closer to it. Shovelheads are offset.
Okay.
They move this hole over. See how this is closer than this one?
Mm-hmm.
Same over here. That way it can blow through here easier, which it does, because there's no head support, too much torque.
Oh.
Yeah. Actually, knuckleheads are symmetrical. Panheads are offset a little bit like this, because these two are the same in the panhead. Only this bolt's different from the pan, so the hole's here instead of here. Knuckleheads are evenly all the way around, I think. So they did that right in the 30s, and in the 40s, they decided they needed to make it different. They started screwing everything up again. Harley will do that just to make sure. Okay, now this is your front head, you said?
No.
You changing your mind now?
Yeah, because the oil is wrong.
Yeah, but you said it was your front head before. I remember. Play back the video.
Yeah, well, I didn't know. You put me on the spot. I froze up. I didn't know what to do. Man, I was sweating. Jeez, Keenan, you gotta be easy on me, man.
You just went for it.
I just went for it. You know, I guessed.
Was that head bolt made on there?
Yeah, we put that in there beforehand
Why?
because it's a pain in the rear to get it out to put it in while it's
Because it doesn't go
Because
out.
because I chose this hardware that.
Because it doesn't come out. No, even the Harley one won't do it.
Oh, okay, so it doesn't come out.
80-inch motors can't do it. Because these studs are longer than the earlier ones.
Oh.
It's like a 1/4 inch longer, which means you can't get the bolt in and out.
So anyhow, I look like a straight moron on your YouTube channel.
cool.
Not the first time.
It's called dumbass. Where's your wrench?
I don't know, but it looks pretty fucking nice. I'm not gonna lie.
Already? We haven't done anything yet.
I know. I'm just
Where's your tube at?
right in here.
See, it goes like that. You can't do it. See, that nut's in the way. See, geez, the wrench has a 12-point on it. See, like that.
What's the correct torque on that?
Stinking ass tight.
It's just stinking ass tight.
Harley has a very close tolerance on that. 52 through 65.
Well, this is 78.
That's the range.
Oh, 52. Oh God, 52.
Not the year.
Another year. I don't know. Shit.
Take it easy on the paint on those cylinders, would you?
I don't give a crap about his stupid ass paint job in the cylinders. If he doesn't like it, he can touch it up later. So if you want your stuff perfectly looking like new when it comes out of the shop, don't bring it here. We don't care. We only care if it runs good and makes smoky burnouts. We don't care about anything else. It also has to haul ass in high gear too.
Haul ass in high gear.
That's more important than burnouts.
Yeah.
It's got to run good on top. So if it's not singing, I don't want to hear it. It appears that you made this too long. So that one only goes in that way, and that one only goes in that far. So that's as far as it goes into the fitting. So it appears you're off by that much.
So they're cut to size.
Obviously, on this application, we're going to have to do a little trimming. Now, I have seen dumbasses take and put a big bow in it.
Oh, that's not cool.
Nah, that's called stupid, but yeah. So we're going to have to do some modifications. Now, if I go ahead and put the head on and do this later, I will actually have to bend it to put it in here and then bend it back down. So right now, we're going to leave the rear head loose until I make this fit. We'll go ahead and get this one going all the way in. And then we'll come back to it.
Gotcha.
Because you bought aftermarket parts instead of real parts.
Well, that's all you sell here is aftermarket parts.
That's because Harley doesn't make parts anymore.
Oh,
They make twin cam shit. Or worse yet, India 750 bikes is a hot thing now.
India, the XR 750.
No, that was a Harley.
Oh.
No, I don't even know what they call that new piece of crap 750 they got. Those 500s and 750s in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever those things are. Made in India. quality.
Quality stuff there.
Oh yeah.
Might as well get it, like, was it a Royal Enfield?
I think it's made in the same factory,
Probably.
made by the same people. And Harley said they would never import anything from that factory when they're going to put it in. I laughed. Yeah, right.
It's all about dollars.
Yep. It only took them 3 years. I think it took 3 years to build a factory, and the parts were coming. Now, why are we using 12 points?
I don't know, because they're cool looking.
No, that was the
They
reason.
don't round off,
Yes, they do.
do they?
Yeah.
Well, oh, okay. They do an extreme application.
Yeah.
Oh,
Probably with like, whatever.
Huge breaker bar.
Yeah.
you mean like I use on my bike?
On Keenan's bike. Keenan doesn't use, he just makes bolts out of just square ones so that, they don't round off ever.
Now, you do know that sports just have 12-point stock, don't you?
You know that.
Then 1,000cc bikes do, yeah. The 900s have hex bolts.
Oh,
Boy, that thing just gets better looking every minute, doesn't it?
sure does. I'm not gonna lie. Looks pretty good.
And Alan doesn't even like shovelheads.
That's a nice motor.
Wait until we get a real motor together, like a 45, you'd be even happier. Did you look at the number on that one?
I did not. What is it? Hard to tell. I don't want to mess up what you're doing here. You guys keep on
You
casting.
ain't hurting it any.
All right. 43 WLA. Nice.
Let me get a shot of that.
Well, now somebody's got to take my VIN number.
Oh, well.
Damn.
They're going to see who owns it and come by and steal it. Isn't that why they always tape up numbers on
Corporate
Yeah.
espionage. It's a terrible thing, isn't it?
Yeah, and then that way everybody hides their numbers, so people will steal them, or they're going to look them up and come by and rob them.
Something like that, yeah.
What the fuck's the difference? Break. That's called paranoia. I guess some lawyer screwing me right now on the comment list. He's got to be a lawyer. He's picking on my auction and settling bottles and welding bottles in the back.
He's picking on you on that?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, he made a comment, so I made a comment back. And I said, he's saying how they use factory, they have, reverse thread on some cylinders and standard thread on other cylinders. Like, so, who cares? And I said, well, that's only true if it's not after I modify it or change a valve or make it what I want it to be and fill it myself. And he wrote back, well, you can't do that. That's the illegal federal law. It must be a fucking lawyer.
Or a troll?
Do what I want. No, he wrote back a nice long email saying how bad that was and I shouldn't do stuff like that. Fancy crap I could give a shit about. I haven't wrote a comment back yet. I was being nice.
I'm just kindly tell him the F
I
off.
could tell him what I really think if I wanted to. I would never do that to anybody.
Now, Keenan, classy 100% customer service, number one. You know what I mean?
I could give him.
Can you agree with that?
I might give him a number one.
Yeah. And give him a number one. And then number two.
Yeah, where's all my tools at?
I don't know.
I was looking for my tools earlier. I couldn't
Is
find
that a little breather hole down there in the bottom? What is that little hole?
Where?
The front edge here.
That? Oh, it's plugged up.
Oh.
It's a plug.
Oh.
No, no, no. This is for the oil pressure.
Goes in the back.
That's right.
Appears somebody stole all my tubing stuff.
Right here. No, that's a oil.
I think Fred's got all my tubing stuff. We're going to do this the old-fashioned way. We have to go back and cut it. with a chop saw. Somebody stole my tube cutter.
Tube cutter.
Yep. All my flurry stuff was missing too, I noticed. I think Fred did it.
All right.
We'll be back.